Hey y'all, welcome to the channel that brings you multidimensional content, which means that the readings are from a broad and expansive point of view and that they're not for a specific time, but should resonate with you whenever you come across them. So, from the title, we're doing an Orisha reading. It's Oshun and Ogun, and it's about balance. Like a very divine balance and a very necessary balance. A balance between your higher frequency ideals, right, and your 3D reality, the world of material, the world of matter. For me, if you can't use spirituality practically within your everyday to day life, then then what are we doing? Then it's just a hobby, and I ain't into shit like that. I ain't into shit that has no purpose. Yeah, that's what this Orisha reading is about. That's what it's inspired by. Oshun and Ogun in the mythology, um, Ogun had isolated himself in the forest. He was like beyond introvert. He was so tired. He was like, fuck it. And Oshun was just so enchanting. She was just so magnetic that Ogun couldn't help himself. And there's other stories or narratives that are incorporated into this narrative that I'm just gonna quickly embed myself into this transmission. And basically, Ogun is strange. His intelligence is beyond comprehensible, and it makes him strange or weird to the normal society person. And I guess that's also why he decided, like, actually he cool, other than the fact that Ogun is cool with his own company. So yeah. And Oshun though is so Oshun is attracted to authenticity. She's attracted to purity. So it was natural that she would find Ogun so attractive because he is so unapologetically himself. Um, Even if he has to be alone, Ogun don't give a fuck. Like, he stands his ground, he stands up for what he believes in. And as much as, yes, Ogun is known for war characteristics, but that's not the dimensions I'm tapping into right now. Um, because Oshun is so attracted to authenticity, she was able to see Ogun for what he really is and what he's able to offer. And I don't know when we're gonna stop referring to deities in or entities um as like the normal gender that we're used to, but that's just what we're doing right now. I'm getting that because Ogun does stand for a lot of y'all will correct me, like, if I can't, like, if it, like, it's not politically correct the way I put things, it's not out of being disrespectful, it's just out of, like, not knowing. So if I say something and it's not right, like, just leave a comment, kindly in the comment section. And yeah, cool. But I'm getting this energy of Ogun and how he's like this Ogun stand up for yourself energy. It's you find it a lot in today's, like, LGBTQ communities, especially the trans community. I feel like it's whether trans people believe or not believe or know or not know, but the movement, the force is very much laced with Ogun energy. Um, and I know I'm saying a lot, but follow. Um, so yeah, back to Oshun and how Oshun sees Ogun for who they really are, and that amplifies Ogun like on another level. N- To be known is to be loved. To be to be to be seen is to be known, and to be known is to be loved. Period. End of story. So that amplifies Ogun in a whole nother way. And there's a couple of stuff Ogun is a master of that Oshun was quite fascinated in. And a lot of it actually has to do with technology. There's a lot of things that Ogun is able to do based on the alignment of his energetics. And Oshun was quite fascinated with that. And, obviously through love, Ogun is more than happy to teach. So yeah, this union, this balance of society versus the self, the truth out there versus the truth in here. Not even versus is maybe a bad word, but kind of like in contrast, but not highlighting differences, but more how things work together. Okay, yeah, that's the intro. I don't know what that's about. Like, yeah, if you resonate, great. So let's get into your reading, guys. Orisha Reading. Here we are. Your message is brought to you by the co-creation of Oshun and Ogun. Some of y'all are you're transitioning. When I tell you, So that's not what I mean, but when I tell you. So transitioning, like some of y'all's relationships is transitioning from friends to lovers. Some of y'all are deciding with someone that like you've been friends with for a while that you guys actually want to be together, you actually want to date, like you trust this person to the core, you've been with them basically like forever. It's just that you guys hadn't, you hadn't gone into like this kind of phase of your relationship, like a more sexually intimate phase of your relationship, but there's so much comfortability and so much trust and so much love and so much connection between you and this person that you guys are kind of getting over your fear of what would happen if you guys were to connect in this way. Okay, so that's for some of you. And straight up, some of you just are transitioning. Like, some of y'all are going through a body transition. You're transforming your body. And you're realizing that it comes with so much more than just the physical. It's more than the medical procedure. It's more than, hormone medication. It's such a holistic experience when you change on this level. Your thought patterns, emotions, you can be like, oh no, it's the hormone medication and stuff, right? But what about like the energetics? What about all of a sudden the people you meet? What about all of a sudden the books, the TV shows, the all these things that are suddenly drawn to you because you're different. Like, as in, you've changed. You get what I mean? It's so apparent to you, those of who I'm speaking to who are transitioning in a in a bodily, like, type of way, in a physical way. It's so transparent that, like, your whole world just changed. That it wasn't just you changing yourself physically, like, you actually stepped into a new reality. You stepped into a new interface, like, with the universe. The reality now communicates to you in a different way, a way more authentic way, in a way you understand better, in a way you're more comfortable with, but you still can't help but be surprised and be kind of cautious at everything. So, yeah, I haven't even got into the cards yet. Like, those are the messages that I have, from your archetypes, Ogun and Oshun, but I'm just gonna do, maybe not these cards. I'm gonna pull some cards now. If you are going through some kind of change, like some kind of transition, some kind of, huge metamorphosis, literally, Ogun just wants you to know he'll be there with you on the other side. Um, that humans have been changing themselves since the beginning of time. Like, humans have always owned the sovereignty of, like, over their own selves, type of thing. So, kind of like just a message of, this doesn't start with you. Like, whatever you're going through, you're not the first one, you will not be the last. And I'm not talking about the last 10 years, the last 20 years, since the beginning, since we started making humans in this form. I mean, how did we change from the form we had before into this form? Like, a couple of us were like, hey, what if? So, yeah. All right, all right, all right. Let's get into the tarot. Let's get into the tarot. This is quite a specialized reading, obviously. If you resonate, hey. And if it wasn't quite the one for you, I would say relax. Watch it again. There's lots of ways in which one changes. So, and you'd be surprised at how much you have in common with someone that has maybe gone through a different kind of change. Because at the end of the day, change is change. It's scary, but it's empowering. So, for those of you who haven't gone through maybe physical changes that I've mentioned here, um, touch down with some other changes that have happened in your life that have really affected you drastically. Okay? Because you're going through the same emotions and thought patterns as those who have changed other things drastically. Okay? Okay, we've got the Hermit. Yeah. Some of you have been going through something quite privately. Like I said, this change, or like whatever it is, a healing process of something that, something changed, and you're kind of, the chips are now falling. Like, after the big thing, after the big change, after the big transition, and now you're just like chilling back and figuring things out and seeing where everything fits in. And yet, with this Nine of Fire, like, you're excited, fam, and you should be. You're excited, you're activated in some new way, and I feel like you're such in a rush to experience the newness of whatever it is that you're going through. Wow, this is so weird. So this Queen of Fire, right? As I'm feeling like this excitement of this Nine of Fire, this Queen of Fire, it's like she did this thing, like, and yet she wants you to like bring it in. I don't know, it's weird. Like, there's like this whole focus though. Like, focus. Don't get lost in the sauce because you can. Like, focus. Um, okay, this might sound weird for some of you, but I'm hearing as much as what you're going through has a lot to do with the collective, it has nothing to do with the collective. It's personal. Do you get what I mean? Like, guys, again, I want to encourage you to be able to have two, like, more than one truth exist within you at the same time. It will just help you, like, grow better as a person, and also just expand your consciousness, like, on a much higher level, because that's just how reality is. Um, it's a lie that things are, it's either this or this. It can be both at the same time. So, okay. Um, there's something here about, yes, people are gonna see you, people are gonna experience you. You actually have some, like, the experience that you are going through right now is so beneficial to people that are gonna hear your story and all that kind of stuff, and that's great. Great. You're just being reminded that, but this is personal, like, this is your life, this is personal. I'm just getting like, just remember that your experiences are sacred. You get what I'm saying? Like, just remember that your experiences are sacred. Maybe some of you are gonna write a book about your experiences, like things like that, and it's like, it's cool and everything, right? You're gonna turn your experience into this like commercial thing, and that's fine, but I'm just getting, keep some things for yourself, because this is a personal experience. I'm also getting, you've got this King of Air. It's like you're just such a more refined version of yourself. The people I'm talking to, you took the risk in life to literally design your own life. It's like after childhood and you realized, okay, that's that, that's that, that's that. You took your life into your own hands. It's almost as if you refused for society to program you. The programming you already had from society, I feel like you were like, okay, this is good enough, I'm good, I can do the rest by myself. You've designed yourself and your life. The life you're living is the life that you dreamt of when you were 6, 10, 18, 21, whatever it is. You have this capability of manifesting your ideals into reality. Like, it's so real. And it's because of this union you have within you, like represented by Ogun and Oshun. This authenticity with this love for yourself, with this insatiable, um, like, you want to learn all the time. Like, you're never satisfied with what you know about humanity, what you know about the world. For you, there's always more, and because of that, you have more options when it comes to designing your life. And a lot of people might be shocked at how your life is going and like, what the fuck are you doing, are you crazy? But I just want to let you know that you're an advanced being, and it's only natural that you express yourself the way you express yourself. They'll catch up. I'm actually thinking right now, Missy Elliott, it's shocking how ahead of her time Missy Elliott is. Like, people be talking about how Kanye is a genius and he's so ahead of his time. Totally. Definitely. Guys, Missy Elliott, it's the year that it is, and she's still ahead of her time. Like, still, even now. What? People were never ready for Missy. Even now, people are not ready for Missy. And some of y'all, like, all of y'all that are watching up till this far in this video, your energy is like that. I'm also gonna encourage you, learn to move around. That can be physically, location, that can be friends, that can be lovers. Like, because that's gonna allow you, if you just express yourself on a linear timeline, you're gonna experience a lot of the whole ahead of your time. To be honest, I don't like that shit. I want people to see me and appreciate me in my time. I don't want this shit of like, I made it when I was dead. And if you resonate with what I'm saying, change, encourage certain changes in your life. Change your location, change your friends. You don't have to dump friends. You can just take a break for a while and you'll come back. Lovers, even, it's okay. Like, if you've had a good set of lovers, it's okay to go back to a certain lover. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, change your environment a lot by changing the things in it. It will allow you to keep up with yourself and your expression. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, okay, cool. This turned out to be longer than I thought, but that's the reading I have for you guys.